Okay. So what is the purpose to do the ANOVA? What is our purpose? Why
Sir,
do we study the ANOVA? Why do we study t-test? Why do we study MANOVA? What is our purpose?
purpose is to see the variance between two variables.
So the purpose is to see whether there is a significant difference between the means of two groups, then t-test, two or more groups, then ANOVA. And MANOVA is a variation we use in ANOVA. So on the similar lines of definition goes with that as well.
Okay.
Sir, in multivariate, I think it is interaction.
Yeah. Theoretically, what is the philosophy of ANOVA? Why do we study ANOVA?
Check the within group differences and between group differences, how they are varying, and whether the variation is caused by chance or there is any significant variation due to the factor that is involved.
Yeah, to maximize the between group difference and to minimize the within group difference.
Yes.
So that is our function, to minimize the within group difference and to maximize the between group difference. So why do we maximize the between group difference? For example, I am interested to study effect of some drug on maybe the antidepressant drug on the depressive people and some control groups. Then what will be the research design?
Please ask again.
My interest is to find out effect of antidepressive drugs on the patient suffering from depression or major depressive disorder and other groups. Then what will be the research design?
Sir, experimental research design.
Yes. Then how do you design the research?
Either we can do, sir, case control.
Case control study. Correct. So then what will be the design?
Design means you are asking about samples, sir?
You are asking in that 2 by 3 factorial ANOVA. In this sense, you are asking, sir?
Any design, you can tell me.
Random you can do, sir.
Okay, randomly you will collect the data.
Yes, sir.
But how do you know that is this patient is suffering from major depressive disorder?
No, but like they must be already established, na, sir, case control.
Okay. So in the hospital, from the hospital, right?
Yes,
You
sir.
will collect the data from how many people?
That is, I think, depend on the sample size, whatever we can estimate.
What will be the sample size? Here sample means number of patient.
Yes, sir.
Any other? Number of patient means size of sample. Yes, Kavita, please tell me.
Yes, sir. Number of sample means size of the sample.
So number of patient, how many patient you will collect the data? And what will be a research design?
Sir, your voice is coming
Prevalence
low,
of the
sir.
depression, sir. From the previous study, we collect the prevalence of depression among the age group. Then we calculate the sample size.
Shubham?
Sir,
What?
I think one group pre-test, post-test design can work.
One group will be experimental, right? Another group will be controlled.
Yes, sir,
Are
I
you
think so.
suggesting this thing?
Uh, Sir, control group. Not clear. No, not clear. Sorry, sir.
Yeah, so because Amit is telling case control, then what will be your research design? What are the factors contributing for depression? Yes, madam, we are recording. So can you tell me what factors are contributing the depression?
Sir, there are many factors. I am leaving just before that. Are you asking arbitrarily or like on some?
So that we can classify the depressive disorder group. We want to classify the major depressive disorder group into 3 categories. Then how can we make the three categories?
Okay, sir. Like some could be social factors. Is that social factors? Emotion,
No, here is a
personal.
problem. Here is a problem, that is effect of antidepressant drug on the major depressive disorder patient. Now you have to make the research design so that it will be the multivariate in nature. Multivariate means you have to find out the 3 groups, not 2 groups, 3 groups. Okay. Then how can you classify? Amit, can you classify?
Sir, two groups, one with the depression and one is control group. So in control group, sir, we have to
In that, whether you can administer antidepressive drug to the control group.
we will have to administer placebo.
Placebo you can administer.
Yes, yes.
So this is the two groups.
Like placebo means like we have to give in the place of drugs, vitamins and everything.
Yeah. You can administer vitamin. But here is the problem, that is you have to find out the three groups.
Three groups means, sir, then we'll have to classify depression into two.
Into three groups.
Okay, depression into three.
Yeah.
So one will be like control group, one will be like with some significant amount of depression and some moderate amount of depression.
That means you can classify the people suffering from major depressive disorder into three groups based upon the
Degree of
symptom
severity.
severity.
Yes.
Based upon the symptom severity. Okay. So you have administered the big depression scale to the 100 patients. Now you have to classify them into three groups. How do you classify them?
Sir, I did not understand the question.
So here is a scale that measures the level of depression. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So you have administered this questionnaire to the patient suffering from major depressive disorder.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Maybe this is the HRDS, Hamilton Rating Depression Scale. Okay. Now, your function is to classify the patient into three categories. That is what are those three categories? And how do you classify them into three categories?
Low, medium, high level of depression, maybe.
Yeah, so what statistics you will do?
So on the basis of scores, now means whatever the score will come on the from the questionnaire, we can classify them into less, moderate, severe, like that, and then we can use like this ANOVA.
We can use median split, maybe to just.
Then the two categories will be there.
Then there'll be two categories. We want three categories.
I have already taught you. So this data is univariate data, right? Then how do you classify them into three categories? Yes, Kavita. Kavita, are you telling something?
Sir, transform the data into ordinal scale, sir.
How? How do you transform them?
Sir, the question I did not understand, sir. What is the meaning of the question?
Question is, how do you classify the patient suffering from major depressive disorder into three categories?
So whatever the scores which are coming, sir, on the basis of
Yes.
scores, we can classify them into less, moderate, severe.
How do you? How do you get that is this is the moderate, they are moderate, they are the severe,
Sir, on
they
the
are
basis
the
of total score,
based upon the score, then which statistics you will follow?
okay, means actually I was assuming that from that scale which is for the depression, there must be some criteria which they have put previously, like less than this, more than this. So we can classify them into less, moderate, severe. Already the criteria must be there from the depression scale.
Okay, HDR is basically the foreign scale. This is not the Indian scale.
Okay, sir.
Then and it is clearly told you that is you have to classify your patient into three categories. I have taught it. That is one data visualization. Can you tell me which one?
So dimension reduction.
The
No, no.
whiskers box plot.
Yeah, correct.
Box plot. Okay.
Box whisker plot. By using the box whisker plot, you can easily classify the people into three categories. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So when you have three categories, then one category will be the relatively less depressive disorder. One will be the moderate, another one will be the high. Okay. So now you have the three categories of patient. Now what will be your research design? To study the effect of antidepressive drug. Do you have any idea about repeated measurement?
Yes, sir.
What is that?
Before and after.
Yeah, in case of the multivariate approach, So that will not be the before and after. In case of multivariate, then what will be?
I think MANOVA.
Yeah. Then what will be your research design? That is true. MANOVA. MANOVA will be there. That is true.
So what I understood, like you told that we are not following the foreign scale or the foreign scale scores. So we ourselves are devising our scores. So now on the basis of that scale, whatever the scores are coming from the patients, then we are plotting them, and according to the box plot, we are now dividing them into low, moderate, and severe.
Severe. That is one approach.
Okay, and
And what Kavita has told us, that is another approach. That is the data can be transformed.
Okay, sir.
Data can be transformed. Now, if I want to transform the data, then how can I do it? Kavita?
Yes, sir.
If I want to transform the data, then how I can? Shubham, can you tell?
So we can use log transformation in the SPSS and can transform the data.
Not the log transformation. We can.
You told something about scale that day, sir.
Yeah, we can convert the data into the.
Okay, standardize by using scale
Standardized.
function in R. That also can be done. Yes.
Okay. Then we will get the standard score. And then how we can classify the people into 3 categories. Standard score, that is true. Then three categories we have to classify based upon the standard categories.
But I think maybe may I try the design that you were asking, sir?
Sure.
But I think it will be two-way MANOVA. Let me explain how I was thinking. So MANOVA, because we have two dependent variables, we will keep two dependent variables. For example, in case of so we have two independent variables. One is the actual drug that we are trying, and another will be the placebo. So drug and placebo, and then on dependent at the dependent level, we will have this category of people in low, medium, and high, and we can test.
No, my point, that is, how do you classify them if you want to transform the data? That is, it has been transformed into standard score. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And based upon the standard score, how do you classify them, the people, into 3 categories?
We can use Z-score.
Yes, did score, correct. Then what will be the score? 0 plus minus 1.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And next. Why I say 0 plus minus 1? Who are those?
Sir, +1 is the people who are having high depression. 0 are the one who are having moderate, medium depression, and -1 will be the people who are scoring low on the depression scale.
So how many total percentage we have collected? In the normal poverty distribution?
99 point something, sir. I don't remember the exact figure after
No,
that.
no.
Sir, 60.
8 point.
Acha, okay, yes.
Okay. So this is the data we can get. Another data, because 3 groups are there. Three groups are there.
So, means what is the question, sir? She's not able to understand.
Can you think about the normal poverty curve?
Yes, sir.
So based upon the normal poverty curve, how do you get the 3 categories of people
So,
suffering from the different levels of depression?
so normally in the normal probability curve, there are 3 areas, na sir?
Yeah, so what will be the plus minus? What will be the maximum? What will be the minimum?
So like this 68% they will fall into less. Then the next -2 standard deviation will fall in the moderate, and someone into like 3 standard deviation will fall into higher, severe.
Okay. So in this manner, you can get the data. You can classify the data.
Okay, sir. Okay.
That is the thing.
Sir, and that score you told, sir, I don't know about that score because I am not from psychology.
No, I am talking about the standard score. Hello.
Yes, sir. Shubham told some Z score or something. Yes.
হ্যাঁ আপনি কোথায় আছেন একটু বলবেন? না আপনি মানে গলির মধ্যে ঢুকবেন না। আপনি পাশে দেখুন একটা বাড়ি আছে 97 লেখা আছে গেটের গায়ে। হ্যাঁ গলির মধ্যে ঢুকবেন না, তার পাশে দেখুন যেখানে লেখা আছে দেখুন একটা, হ্যাঁ এই বাড়িটা দেখুন।
Hello, Shubham. Hello, Shubham.
Yes, sir. Hello? Hello? Am I audible, sir? Hello? 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 Amit, sir?
So now you have understood that is how to classify the people into different categories by using both the box scar plot as well as the normal distribution, Z score. Okay? Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so when you want to do the MANOVA, then you must be very much careful. Okay, that is, how do you classify the people into different categories? So you can use the standard score or you can use the box scar plot. Okay, so may I close now?
So we have another class, sir. So we can close this session.
Yeah, this session will be closed.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Yes.
So I'm requesting all of you, please submit your data to Farah. Shubham, please you send your data to Farah, huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay.
Because many things are to be done
Yes.
for the PCA, for the multivariate modeling.